swords look awesome, but they're rarely usable. So when we find a fantasy sword that's both cool and usable, we get excited. We have found two cool and practical fantasy swords. The first is a bat from Star Trek, and the second is Needle from Hollow Knight's Silk Sword. But they can't both be the best. And the only way to determine a winner is for them to go head-to-head in a duel. Now, before we go cutting each other up with sharp swords, let's talk a little bit about this mashup. Starting with Needle. Needle is a spear-sword hybrid. It has the versatility of a sword with the reach and the maneuverability of a spear. Plus, Hornet attaches a rope to it, so you can throw it and retract it, which we've attempted with varying degrees of success. The bat'leth is also super versatile. You can use it in a longsword grip and get away with some cheeky one-handed cuts, or you can move to a half-sword grip, which can be devastating up close and personal. It also has hand protection, which is always a big plus. But there are some downsides. Needle, for instance, has no hand protection, which is a big problem. Plus, the extended handle means it's not quite as maneuverable as a normal longsword would be with a standard length. Meanwhile, the bat'leth's biggest flaw is its lack of range, which is absolutely a huge deal in an unarmored duel. But all of this talking isn't gonna prove anything. I think it's time to suit up. You're fired. Yeah, hand.
A little bit on my arm, but
yes.
It's so long.
It's so long. You kind of made contact. No, nothing.
Okay, I've been being nice. You want me to be mean?
All right, okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, hand.
I got a hand.
Nothing.
Okay, let's switch and see if anything changes. Yeah. It's so long.
It's so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You clipped my arm
I
on,
skated by.
but it would have maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think it would stop me. Yeah. So you have to close so far.
Yes.
That one I got.
Yeah, you got it.
Last one. Yeah.
It just, the length was the big thing.
Yeah, the bat'leth got maybe 2-3 points, but the length was just
It's
too
so
far.
much longer, and you have so much time. Even when the bat'leth half-sworded, it was easy for this guy to keep retreating and hit around it.
Yeah, I thought that should you successfully close and wind off with a bat'leth, you'd have a chance, but it was too easy to just back up, to say no, redirect, and hit anyways.
So does that mean that we have to give the crown to Needle?
I don't think we can yet, because the bat'leth, as we discussed, will be best in an armored contest.
You were right. So I think if it's an unarmored duel, Needle wins. But it's not yet determined who would win if we fully suited up.
So, let's get some armor on and test it again.
So now we're gonna do an armored test, and we're gonna wear armor not as worn, but as intended. We're gonna say that this person has full chain underneath this, a chain start coming down to here. They would also have plate here, and they'd have an aventail. So really, what we're gonna be looking at is thrusts that come into the armpit or thrusts that come onto the soft spot where there's chain and press. They can't just touch. Any cut to the armor is gonna be useless.
Same for the helmet. They would normally have an amount of slit visor here, but we're not gonna worry too hard about throwing you and getting it. If you get into a position where you have superior control over your opponent, we're giving that as a win for whoever got that grapple.
So the points are gonna be scored on you get something in a weak point and you can press with structure, or you get thrown to the ground. So let's see who wins. We were gonna wear our cool armored sellsword, but we can't because the mics don't fit in it. So womp womp.
We only have one anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sucks. I'd much rather have a
Yeah.
longer spear.
Now, it was saying that this one has a slightly
Yeah,
less
but
long
it's still,
handle, but it'd be about the same.
even if the handle is a little longer, it's still too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the up and tail.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty big switch.
Yeah. Enough to swap? Yep.
You can just walk forward.
You can. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's too long, and it's not enough
No,
heft.
what's interesting is I even managed to holding here, get it? But I couldn't apply pressure
Yeah, I felt.
because you were resisting
Well, I
with
felt
the back lift.
you laid on here,
Yeah,
and then I was like, that's nothing.
yeah, because I couldn't
Yeah.
lean into it with the back lift. You have your whole body weight. Yep, right there. Yeah, right there. Oh,
Because
perfect.
I can do that,
Yeah.
I can lower here. Now it's a
You have
dagger.
a dagger, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This thing's awesome.
So that was night and day.
It changed literally everything. While this, what the bat lift was unarmed,